Thanks very much, Jenna. Dr. Sean Shapiro from ChiroCare Health Center joining us now with some tips for how to help out your kids when it's going back to and from school, especially when it comes to the backpack, because it's actually an issue.
Yeah, I mean, last year we sort of spoke about this issue. We half joked the fact that take a look at any schoolyard and you see these children hunched over carrying these mobile lockers. It looks like they're ready to pull a shift at the coal mine rather than go to Miss Borodkin's grade 1 class, right? So it is a real issue. Many people may be surprised that besides acute injuries, like the Consumer Product Safety Commission reported between 7,000 and 8,000 injuries that presented at hospitals, at ERs. These aren't issues that presented at the chiropractor or pediatrician. These are hospital appointments that were made, children being hurt. So that's one thing that may shock some people, as well as I read a study, the American Academy of Pediatrics cited that 30% of all school-age children will report back pain related to carrying a bag that's too big and too heavy. So it's something that maybe people are unaware of, but actually truly exists.
So how does carrying a bag, maybe awkwardly or really heavily on a growing body, how does that kind of affect their spine?
Well, I mean, you sort of answered a little bit right there. I mean, common sense tells us that a heavy load carried improperly over time, and this isn't just day in and day out, this is week in, week out, years over a school life, that on a developing spine is obviously can cause some undue stress on our spinal columns. And we're talking about our kids here, right? This is the time where our spines are developing. When it comes to dentistry, everyone knows first tooth, first visit for our kids, right? But when it comes to our children's spine, they're born with it. It's not like the tooth fairy or the spine fairy comes and gives you a new one, and you certainly can't get dentures for your spine. The majority of my new patients, believe it or not, who come to me in a crisis often present with issues that could have been prevented. So this is part of a bigger picture about prevention and wellness, right? Just like regular dental checkups, brushing and flossing, some of these good habits that we do now will shed some light on taking care of your spines long term, like regular chiropractic care, stretching and exercising.
Over their lifetime, of
Absolutely,
course.
yeah.
Okay, so you have kind of a 4-point system that parents can kind of go by?
Yeah, we try and make it easy, right? At least for me, I always like try to make it easy. And again, if you go to our website, we have this information on there. You can click on backpack safety. But the 4 points are, and get your pens out, you want to first choose right.
Okay.
Then you want to pack it right, which is really important, and we'll get into that in greater detail a bit later. You want to learn how to lift it right, and you want to learn how to carry it right. And it's these habits, if you just start off your kids and educate them now, then this is something that they'll carry through. Show them that it makes it easier to carry your backpack the right way. I had a patient, and actually yesterday we were sort of joking, a university student was wearing a leather jacket, and she noticed that her backpack kept slipping off her shoulder because her posture's all off. So that was her sort of way of thinking, man, I better get in for a checkup. And so we were sort of joking about that yesterday, and I said, well, tune in tomorrow. We're going to be on breakfast television talking about that.
Excellent tips. So these go beyond for kids too. I mean, we're going to focus on kids, but adults too, university students, even if you're going to and from work and you got the big heavy bag.
Absolutely, yeah.
Make sure that you are carrying it properly. Okay, more with Sean Shapiro coming up in just a little bit here on BT after the break, your Entertainment City headlines. Stick with us.